What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Furly Ghost, and today I'm bringing you kind of an impromptu video. Video wasn't supposed to happen, and we're gonna be talking about the 30 series cards and what a nightmare they have been from day one. Of course, everybody knows it all started with the low stock everywhere, nobody being able to get their hands on a card, all the bots, the scalpers trying to gouge people for thousands of dollars for these cards, which already was a nightmare as it was. I was one of the lucky ones that got their order confirmed 2 days ago on a restock, and I believe it was the same day or maybe the day after. A lot of people started reporting crashing issues and instability issues when their GPUs would boost up past 2 gigahertz. And yeah, it kind of sucks, man. So we're going to be taking a look at a couple websites, a couple articles, a couple charts, and we're just going to talk about it a little bit and see if this helps anybody. I do have to wait till Monday, but I am planning on canceling my order because I don't want to spend $800 on something that is not working like it's supposed to. So without further ado, let's check a couple of these things out. Okay. So here we got Igor's lab. This was one of the first articles and pages that people were talking about and looking into, and yeah, I think it might have been even the first guy that reported these issues. They were quoted and cited by a lot of people that I was looking at. So here's where we start getting some useful information, right? An interesting pattern of behavior started to emerge that did not affect all cards or manufacturers, and the problems only occurred on certain boost clock rates above 2 gigahertz. To make matters worse, Nvidia has obviously also slightly undermined quality management of the board partners, AICs, due to secrecy. Here we have the blueprint, the schematic that Nvidia gave all of the board partners, who makes all the custom graphics cards like the Gigabytes, the MSIs, Zotacs of the world. It's a blueprint, and me myself, I've been a framer for a long time. I read and follow blueprints because that's how it's supposed to be done, right? Okay, well, let's get into it because this gets a little screwy here, and some of it just makes absolutely no sense, right? So here we have the schematic. Let's take a look at it real quick. So my assumption, right? I see these black rectangular lines, right, above these other smaller rectangular lines, which are actually exactly the same as these green ones, right? So they're showing you that in this slot here, you should be using these smaller, more expensive capacitors, right? That do the job a lot better. Then you have this red one with the black rectangular line, right? So as you move on, you could see there's the black line with the rectangle, also the smaller ones, which in my head, I assume, hey, you should be able to use either or, depending on what you guys want to do, but this should work. This is the minimum right here. This is what you should do, and this will work. Okay? So as we go down here, this right here is a picture of a Zotac card, which, mind you, we just looked at the schematic, right? Red, cheap, yes, usable, but you need at least one slot with the green ones, right? Seems to me Zotac kind of threw it out the window and they decided to go with the 6 red capacitors, right? Not as good, cheaper capacitors, right? So when these graphics card boost up past 2 gigahertz, they crash. The capacitors cannot handle the load, right? Okay, so here I believe here we have a picture of a Founders Edition 3090. I want to say, right, it came with the two green capacitors for a more robust solution. Obviously, more power. It's a 3090. It's the big bad one, right? You get down here. Here's a little snippet that I think is important. So MSI in the gaming trio, right, which is usually a really nice card, right? It says here the MSI in the gaming trio used this format here with the one green capacitor, right? Like this. But even that card's been crashing once it boosts up past that to the 2 gigahertz. So obviously even that is kind of not enough, right? You're gonna have to undervolt your card in like MSI Afterburner or whatever program you have to help not have your card crash. I mean, and that's what it comes down to, right? There's going to be certain cards that are just not going to be able to handle that much boost. And what I think is going to happen, if I'm being honest here, is they're going to release new drivers, right, that actually tune down your card so it never boosts up past that limit, right? Which, of course, they're going to take that route. Do I think it's right? Probably not. No, I don't think it's right. You're paying good money for this product. It just makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. And it's crazy too, because so let's go back to the Zotac card, right? So they changed what would be the blueprint, the schematic. They did not follow the blueprint to make their card work correctly. But after it's built, Nvidia still has to greenlight this product. And they said it was okay, which is kind of a problem. It's just a mess. So here we have what I believe, and like I said before, I was one of the lucky ones. I'm actually going to cancel. I'm going to go and cancel my order for the MSI gaming trio that I got, and I'm just gonna have to wait. And I'm honestly gonna have to go with this card right here, because out of all of the cards, and we're gonna take a look at here in a minute, this brand did it right. They went out of the way. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive, but I'm going to get what I paid for, which will be nice. So this is a picture of the Asus TUF RTX 3080, which uses no pause caps and uses all 6 MLCC groups, man. And that is using all of the more expensive capacitors, which in mind you is gonna make this work a lot better. You're gonna get your boost clocks. You're even gonna be able to overclock this, right? All the other cards you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna have the headroom to do it. Matter of fact, you're gonna have to tune them down, which is crazy. And I'll link this in the description below as well, because this is actually really helpful. So here's your 3070. I'm not sure if these are having crashing problems, but I haven't heard anything about the 3070, so we're going to leave that out for this video. Here's the list of the 3080 cards, right? Got Asus, the TUF OC, Strix OC, and you can see the MLCC, the good ones, the good stuff, right here. And you can see, so the Founders Edition has 2, right? Then you get down to the Asus cards. They all have 6 of the good capacitors. Good for you, man. Killing it, Asus. Thank you. Right? 0 pause caps. But see, then you get to like this colorful iGame Advanced OC, and you have 6 pause caps, 0 MLCC groups, as reported by Jay's 2 cents. Right? So that right there is no good. Then you have the EVGAs of the world here, right? And you can see the numbers. XC3 Black, XC3, XC3 Ultra, they all have 1 MLCC as complying to the blueprint, the schematic, with the 1 set of green ones. The other ones are interchangeable between the 2. So they complied to it, but obviously, as we were talking, the Gaming X Trio also has that same 1 MLCC group, right? And it's been having crashing it. So I'm going to assume that these also, if they hit the 2 gigahertz number, will crash. Then we have the EVGA for the wins. And those have 2, like the Founders Edition cards. I haven't heard much of the Founders Edition cards crashing. So that's probably a decent route to take. Mind you, it all really just depends on how you feel about this whole thing. And then here's the rest. I'm not going to go through each and every single individual one. Here's the list of 3090. You guys can freeze it, look at it. I really don't want this video to take all day, but I will be linking all this stuff in the description below. It's just my thoughts on it, and maybe see what you guys think. I really don't know. I am gonna order a Strix card because I do want to test it, and I do want to, you know, get content out there and test it up against my 2080 Ti, which I thought would be great, which is why I hopped on to get the Gaming X Trio so quick. As soon as I seen they were live, I was trying to get a 3080 card. And now I'm kind of skeptical about the whole thing. Is it even worth it? Should I even upgrade? Should you guys even upgrade? Like, what's the move here? You know? Is the price to performance still as good if you have to tune your card down? I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. I will be linking everything, so make sure you take a look before you buy. This is a very big deal. You do have Big Navi coming out, I believe, next month. So we'll see, man. And there's a lot of stuff out there. There's some rumors that it might be faster than even the 3080, and they have something to compete with, maybe even the 3090, which is kind of crazy. So we'll see. Nvidia fumbled pretty hard here, so maybe AMD might get it this year. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I just wanted to put all this stuff out there, see what you guys think, inform you guys if you guys didn't know what the hell was going on, because this is new and it's just not acceptable. Really not acceptable. What the war partners are gonna do with all the cars that are already out in the wild, I have no idea. Are they just gonna put out a driver to tune down the clock so you're not crashing? Is that what they're gonna do because it's free? Are they gonna recall the cards, do whatever it takes, boom, put them back out in the wild? Nobody really knows, but I would assume that they're gonna put out a driver. They're gonna put out some drivers, and they're gonna tune those cards down. I truly do believe that that's the route they're gonna take, but we'll see. Y'all have yourselves a good one. Peace.